Hi, I'm just going to show you a few things that we didn't get around to showing you today. The first thing I want to show you is how we can initiate some process with Excel integration. I'm going to show you the scenario with a purchase order, but it could equally be a journal where you validate the journal in Excel and just drag it into, in this case it's a Fiori app, and that then goes through an approval process. So I've got a purchase order. I might select a new vendor. There's a live search against SAP. Sorry. So live search to SAP. Now, rather than entering data here, if I've got data sitting in a spreadsheet, sorry, I've got data sitting in a spreadsheet. I might just drag this into. Let me just move this down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to drag this into there, and whatever was in the spreadsheet gets put into this grid in the this Fiori app, and then what I can do is I can submit this app, and it initiates a process in SAP. So in this case, you can see that the purchase order was processed in SAP, and the SAP document number was returned to SAP. So that's just a simple example of how we might use Fiori app, but the content of the app is based on an Excel spreadsheet, which could easily be used for journals. I'm going to show you the journal process now. All right, so much like I showed you earlier in the demo, we've got an Excel spreadsheet. In this case, it's GLSU, and I can just simply from Excel. So you see the options over here is I've set this up to park the document as opposed to post it. This is going to, once it's parked, it's going to create a workflow. So this has got the attached documents as well I showed you earlier, and I can go ahead and park this document. I need to obviously log on to SAP. So it's asking me if I want to attach the spreadsheet to the SAP document, which, as I showed you in the SAP, was very handy. I'm going to say yes. And it's told me that the document was parked, and the document number was 1 lots of zeros 63. So now in SAP, if I look for that same document, I can see if I look at my header that the document was processed. It needs a release. I can see over here at the attachments, I can see the Excel spreadsheet is linked to the document, and if I look at the workflow, I can see that the document is ready to be released. So it's been processed, it's been account assignments all been done and validated, and it's been parked ready for release. All right, now what we weren't able to show you this morning is the mobile phone app version of OneList. As we said, it's available in iOS, Android, and Windows. And the first thing you'd see is I've got a cluttered inbox, but I've got 68 tasks to be processed. So what I'll do is I'll go into OneList, and as you saw on the web app in the Outlook add-in this morning, it's a fully functional application where I've got that full list of tasks. What I'll do is I'll do a quick refresh. Alright, so that's refreshed, and I can see my purchase orders has gone from 8 to 9. I can go into the purchase orders, and the document 785 was the one I created using that Excel upload, and I forgot to attach it. Otherwise I'd see the attachment over there, but I can go in here and I can approve that, and I can go back here and look at the journals again. I can see I've got 7 journals to approve. I can open up that journal, and this document, which I can see on the left here, document ending in 63, is the top of my list. I can open that document. Like we showed you this morning, we can drill into all the underlying data. I can actually open the spreadsheet directly on the phone, and this allows me to look at the document workings as well as the attached workbook that's in there, attached sheet that's in there. And again, if I'm happy with that, I can release that. And if I go back to OneList, just to give you a sense of some of these others, I've got some master data change requests. Somebody wants to change their address. Very simple. I can look at the details and I can approve that. I can put some comments in here. Enjoy new home, and I can approve that. And leave request. There's someone wants to take leave. I can approve that. So again, have a good time. The scenarios that are in OneList and the applications that are in OneList really doesn't matter to the end user. It's such a simple, intuitive interface. Whatever they see, they can just go into the details, whatever underlying information and supporting data and supporting documentation is there for them to use. I see there's last two errors. I think there's a problem with our HR system. But it's quite nice because if there is an issue, it highlights the error and you can go into the admin screen to have a look at it. But yeah, the idea is it's a simple interface and it gives the user a one-stop shop place to see that they've got a total number of tasks assigned to them.